Welcome back. It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while actually. A good few weeks. Not since you've seen me or have done something, but since I've done kind of a review of sorts. Yeah, just real world stuff and other Vault stuff have just been kind of taking up my time. But I think I've caught up now. I'm pretty much back on track. So the first place that I'm going to go to now I'm back on that track is going to be taking a look at these two chaps over here. The May the 4th specials, Scout Trooper and Stormtrooper. Both of them, the Scout Trooper came in first. That was a few weeks ago. And I think the Stormtrooper came in, was it 2 weeks ago, was it? Maybe 10 days ago? I forget. I'm useless with time. I did an unboxing, so you will have seen that they have been here. But I wanted to sit on, not literally sit on the Scout Trooper until the Stormtrooper came, because I thought I didn't want to be doing two separate videos for them. I thought I'll wait till I've got them both together. I'll just do one video and then it can go out. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is what all this is building up to. This is building up to me saying, let's have a little bit of an intro, get them over there, and we'll take a look and see what they're all about. I'll see you momentarily. Right then, I have them both here, ready to open up. We have the Scout Trooper and we also have the Stormtrooper. But we also have our trusty knife, and we have what we've not seen for a while, the ruler, making a welcome return. The Scout Trooper came in to me first, however, to keep it in line with the movies, shall we say, I'm going to open the Stormtrooper first. So thank you very much, Scout Trooper. We'll put you down there. We'll just slide these out of the way first, because I'm not going to open it immediately. We're going to have a little look around the box. Right, so first thing that stands out is that it looks just like a standard Black Series box. However, under closer inspection, we can see that the black cardboard has actually got, if I can just catch the light correctly, we have got a star field on the black areas. There's also no spine artwork, other than just saying Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you. And then on the back, we have what you get in the box. And a bit of text here. I'll read it out for this one because it's going to be the same for the Scout Trooper, but it basically says, Stormtrooper, embrace the lighter side of the Force with limited edition figures from the Black Series, May the 4th be with you. And that's it. That's all that says. It then goes on to say, includes target practice, and then it says, pew, pew, pew. And I've got 0504, so May the 4th, and it says Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you. We've then got the usual legalese down the bottom there. Side window, Star Wars Black Series, and then May the 4th be with you. Same on the front, down the bottom, a little bit more of the legalese. I'll just flip it back around because one thing I did note here, we've got indentations in the cardboard here, and it's numbered, and I think that looks like 60081. So I think these may be individually numbered. Let me just get the Scout Trooper just quickly. Yeah, that says 60331. So perhaps there was a limited run of them, and that's the number that I've got in particular. Who knows? Or it might just be there's probably some meaning to it. It may not be that, it may be something else. And then at the top then we've just got the hook hanger. Oh, like that. And then May the 4th be with you again. And that's pretty much it. That's the box. Let's get it open. Where'd I put the knife? Oh, it's there. Silly me. Just be careful. Don't want to cut our fingers. Oh, there's just one piece of tape there. And we'll get the ruler. because I like to keep my flaps nice and tidy. I mean, who doesn't? I like this little kind of like little fold down tab that's there that you can pull the tray out with. I like that. Well, it pulls the inner card out, which, yeah, that didn't work very well, did it? Not to worry. We'll just get everything out, and we can see about going through and tidying stuff up. We'll just put you to one side. That's the usual, yeah, bump. Love that. We like a bit of yellow. Yep, we like a bit of yellow, like that, but we don't need it, so it's going to go down there. And then we've got the target, which is most definitely the silhouette of Han Solo. We've got some text up here, which, if I think on, or if I can be bothered, I'll see about translating. And then we've got the target here with various numbers, which would indicate the score that you'd get for hitting them. And on the back, it's just plain white with just a Lucasfilm copyright stamp at the bottom. Yeah, that's it. It's not a bad piece of card. It's not, it's not going to be sturdy. It would have been nice if they'd have put kind of like a little wedge thing in so you could stand it up. But they haven't. Let me just check on the blister. No, there's nothing on the blister. So yeah, that is a shame. I would have liked to have seen that. I might see if I can get one, or to be fair, no, there's no point. I'm not going to use it, but it would be nice just to be able to rest it on something, just for the porpoises of photography later on when I get around to it. Right, okay. Let's. So we've got the Stormtrooper in the clam there. You can see that he's got an E11 blaster. Stormtrooper himself with his rather natty looking little t-shirt, which I'm looking forward to taking a look at that. That made a lot of noise, didn't it? Hopefully the camera didn't pick up too much of it. Alright, let's just stand him up. Come on, you stay there. You're going to fall over, aren't you? Stay. We'll take a look at the blaster first. So if I can just go steady and get it into focus, I can see it's just a normal standard E11 blaster. However, it is the post Rogue One and Mandalorian version of the E11 blaster, because it has the torch out the side there, as you can see, rather than it just being a straight barrel. But I don't mind. It's one of those things that if it really does bother you, you can just get a craft knife like so and slice it off. But it doesn't bother me that much. I just thought to point it out. So yeah. Right, Stormtrooper himself. Oh, he looks very far away there, doesn't he?
Okay, one last time. These are small, but the ones out there are far away. Small, far away.
Let's get him into focus. We'll have a look at this t-shirt first. There we go. So it says on it, pew, 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 squad goals, and then it's got an Imperial emblem. And yeah, I love that. That looks real nice. Is there anything on the back? Yeah, there is. And it says Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you on the back. The material feels... It just feels like Black Series soft goods kind of material, to be fair. I'm going to see if they've given this one of the easy pop-off heads. No, they haven't. Right, they don't want you taking that t-shirt off. You can take it off if you boil and pop, but I'm not going to do that. There's no point. So let's take a little closer look around the Stormtrooper, shall we? So I'll start here because I've noticed it. We've got a bit of a scorch mark there on the upper arm armour. We've got a scorch mark here on the lower arm armour. scorch mark here on the thigh, and then we've got a scorch mark on the helmet there. Anything around the back? Nope, nothing around the back. He's not being shot in the ass or anything like that. If we just lift his t-shirt up a little bit, we can see that it is just pretty much a standard Stormtrooper mould. Nothing particular special about it. Does he separate at the waist? No. No, he's not coming apart, and that's fine. We don't mind that. I'm not bothered about that. The articulation is going to be just very much the same as a standard Stormtrooper. This is the it's the 2.0 version, isn't it? Yeah, because the 1.0 version had the pins in the leg joints and the elbow, the knee joints and the elbow joints. So it's the one that we saw when the Mandalorian, when they did the Remnant Stormtrooper. So it is that mold. So I'm not going to go over the articulation on it. What I will do though is I will just reach down here and get a standard Stormtrooper. So here's the standard Stormtrooper. Excuse me. I've not got his weapon with him. I've just literally just pulled him out of my box of loose Stormtroopers. This one is it's the Archive Collection one, isn't it? Because it has that bluey hue tint to it. And as you can see, they're pretty much identical. Let's bring them in closer, shall we? Yeah, there's not much difference there at all, other than the scorch marks. Like I said, this has just looks like it's got a little bit more of a bluey hue to it. If we lift the shirt up, we can see that on this one, they've done some paint detailing on the waist section. The torso, which they haven't done on this one. And if we turn it to the back, we can see here on the canister, there's paint detailing on that one, but there isn't on that one. So that's I think that's just a little bit lazy, I think, of them. They could have, it's literally what? 9 dots. There's 4 there, and then one at the top there. And then round the back, it's literally just a lick of paint in kind of like a U shape. So I think they cheaped out a little bit there. It wouldn't have taken it. The thing is, they could have just done a production run of these, say, and then just added your scorch marks and threw a t-shirt on it. But who knows what goes off in the mind of Hasbro. Right, I'm going to put his blaster in his hand, and then I think after that then we'll move on to the Scout Trooper. So that's him there with his blaster in his hand. I wonder if we can forget that. Will he have the arm reach to be able to hold that up? No. He may have the arm reach, but he doesn't. I don't think he wants to hold that up, does he? Come on, that's it. There you go. You hold that there like that. And then we might be able to just do like a little bit of a comedy pose with it. There we go. Right, yeah, I think we'll call it a day on the Stormtrooper. I actually like that. There's going to be a photograph of that. I'm going to get a few more Stormtroopers out. I think I can get a bit of mileage from a comedy photo of that little setup there. So, right, okay, let's move on to the Scout Trooper, shall we? Right, and here we have the Scout Trooper. Let's see now. Box is exactly the same, so I'm not going to spend loads of time going over on that. Text on the back, no, it's still the same text, other than they've just replaced Scout Trooper for Stormtrooper. 0504, that's still exactly the same. The only other difference really is here at the back it says Endor Biker Club. And I previously mentioned it's a different number here, 60331. But other than that, it's identical on the box. So we'll get it opened up. We need a knife. Has that got it? Yep, that's got it. Now with a ruler. There we go. pull that tab again and it pulls everything out apart from the tray. Right, put that to one side, we'll get to that in a minute. Usual leaflet, yellow backing sleeve, which we like, I've already mentioned that. Target, this time we have an Ewok, and it looks like it could be Wicket on that outline there. Again, we've missed. We've got this text up here again, and on the back, Lucasfilm Limited. So pretty much the same, we've just swapped Han Solo out for an Ewok. But yeah, nice. Again, I still could do with that card holder to have it upright. In the blister, we have the Biker Scout, or Scout Trooper, if you will, himself. Let's get him out. Right, let's get him stood upright. I'm going to put his blaster in his holster there, so it's out of the way. Don't lose it. Let's get him stood up straight. And there we go. So there we go. We've got the Biker Scout. Before we take a look at him, I will bring in the other one that I have. This is the Archive Collection Biker Scout. So where is it? Right, there we go. No. Pop him there. Right. So let's see now differences. This one looks a lot cleaner than what this does. Nice, clean, shiny boots. Dirty boots. We've got dirt in the crevices of the upper armour here. We can't tell on this one. We lift his shirt up and it's all nice and clean. Yeah, all nice and clean as noted this. Also, the pouches are all white, where on the Archive Collection they're grey. Anything else around the back? Let's see now. We've got paint at the top here of this canister thing that's on the back, but it doesn't have the red line on. On here, this one, it's black with a red line. This is just grey. Let's have a look at the belt there. Yep, you see, they've gone to the trouble of painting this on this one, but they didn't do the same for the Stormtrooper. That's just doubly lazy. We've got paint highlights on the bicep armour. And then we have got, let's see now. So on the Archive Collection one, we've got the black buckles for these hip pouches, where on this one they haven't painted those. It's all just white. Yeah, let's have a look at the helmet. So I'll bring this a bit closer. So the helmet on the Archive Collection one is more detailed. It's got like the vents there painted on the back. The May the 4th one doesn't. We've also got this little symbol here at the side of the helmet on the Archive Collection, whereas on the May the 4th one we don't. Looking at the helmet's front on, so I'm holding them at a funny angle there, aren't I? Yeah, there's less paintwork. So this is black with a grey insert. This is just all black. We've got the nose vent in there, but then we haven't got the 3 lines under the visor just there. We've got the, I'm just going to call them ears, on the ear parts there at the side. We've got a bit of black paint insert there. And yeah, so we've not got the line work as well on the back canister there either. So out of the two, yeah, the this new May the 4th one isn't as detailed, or doesn't have as good of paint detail and application on it as the Archive Collection one. And I'm going to say as well, there's a distinct difference in feel. The tactile, they feel very different. This feels more, it feels more rubbery than what this one does. And I think, I mean, there is a difference in colour in the plastic anyway. This one is more of a white. Actually, the plastic on this one is more in line, I would say, with the you know, the archive collection Stormtrooper. It is just ever so slightly off, but it's more akin. It's more of a close and white to this than what it is with this one. Not that it matters. I mean, it's a biker scout. At the end of the day, it don't really matter. I just find these little details quite interesting. Oh, I was just thinking then, is there a bit of a slight moulding difference in the helmet? But no, there isn't. I think it's just that because the paint application is better on this one, it makes that one look a little different. But no, it's still the same. Right, okay. Again, articulation, I'm not going to bother going over. This mould for the Biker Scout is quite old now because we still have the double pins in the elbows and the knee joints. Where's his gun? It's here. I've still got it here. It hasn't gone anywhere. Let's just pop him in his hand. If he wants to hold it. Come on, you're going to hold it. There you go. Holding it by 2 fingers, which I'm sure the one in the movie, they can actually get it in their full hand. But yeah, we've just got like a 2-fingered. I'll just get it a bit closer so we can get it in zoom. There we go. But yeah, does what it needs to do. And then finally, we'll look at the t-shirt that we've got there. It says Endor Biker Club, Ride or Die. And we've got a Scout Trooper on a speeder bike with 3 trees in the background. And on the back, all creased at the bottom there, we've got Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you. And that's it. That's the Biker Scout. So we'll now bring back in the Stormtrooper. And that, I think we'll call it a day now on that. We've got a Biker Scout and we've got our Stormtrooper in their rather fetching t-shirts to celebrate Star Wars Day, which is May the 4th. But I think we know that proper Star Wars Day isn't May the 4th. But I'm not going to get into that. Right, okay then. Let's head back to head back to me to round this out, and then we can get out of here. Well, that was the Black Series May the 4th Stormtrooper and Biker Scout. Yeah. There are another couple of Black Series figures. They're molds that we've seen countless times before. So, nothing remarkable about... I can't speak again, can I? Remarkable about them, other than the addition of the t-shirts that they both have, which I do like. It's just that kind of little quirky detail and addition to them that makes it kind of like think, it's a bit naff, but it's a bit naff in a good way. The thing about the figures is, though, I'm not disappointed, but I'm just curious as to why they've they've cheaped out on the detailing. You have the capacity there and the process in place to produce a figure at a particular standard, and then they don't. That's why earlier on when I had them over in the review area there, I was saying that when you compare the Stormtrooper to the Archive Collection one, it just had that little bit more detail on it than what this May the 4th one does. And same with the Biker Scout. So yeah, that's an anomaly for me. I don't understand why they... If I was to try and think about it, maybe it will be a costing thing. So they're probably thinking that, right, okay, if we're going to bang a t-shirt on these things, then the money that we would spend on the extra detailing, we'll divert that there, so we'll just produce a plain figure with minimal paint applications. But, it just kind of... It doesn't spoil it. It's just kind of like, it just makes you think, well, why? What's the point? Just reproduce the figure that you've already produced and then just bang a bloody t-shirt on it. Anyway, other than that, I do like them. I think do think they are great figures. I do think, though, much like which I mentioned, I think it was when I was taking a look at the Remnant Stormtroopers and the AT-AT driver from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And I mentioned, because they've done a new mold for the AT-AT driver, I mentioned in that one that I think they should do one for the TIE pilot. And I think now we ought to see another new mold for the Biker Scout, because it's quite old now. I think it would have probably have been... Actually, no, I don't want to say when it would have been. I just know that it's been out a good while. So I think we could probably do with an updated mold on that. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think that giving it that, the pinless joints on the elbows and the knees, I think it would just make it look really nice. It would give it a more cleaner and sleeker look to it. But like I say, at the moment it's perfectly serviceable, and if you haven't got one, pick one up. So yeah, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to add to it. Both great figures, despite the inadequacies in certain areas of the paint application. It's they're a novelty figure, much like what they do when they do the Halloween ones and the Christmas ones. And if it's the kind of thing that you could quite easily pick up and just leave in the box and shove on a shelf somewhere, but if you do want to take them out, I'm not too sure. I wonder if they don't sell that well, if they would end up then going on sale or clearance, like discount. And if they do, then they could be one of those that would be particularly good for army building. If they're going to be stood in the background of say, like a display or diorama, because of the lack of detail, it wouldn't be an issue. So you could, so if they do end up going on clearance, then that could be an option for those. But you'd have to wait and see and watch and see on that one. So, right, okay. I don't think there's anything else I want to add. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I've been Ed. This has been the Vaults of Iacon. They have been the Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you, Stormtrooper and Scout Trooper. Thank you for watching, and I'm pretty sure that I will see you again real soon, because I've got... Let me just check my notes. I've got another 4 items that I need to do videos on and get those out. When they'll come out, I don't know. I'll do my best. But until then, again, thanks for watching. Take care. And bye for now.
Vaults of fucking Iacon.